Okay, next question has parentheses in it. It's our first one that encounters that. So our first step is to get rid of those parentheses. So 12x minus 20 plus 7 is greater than or equal to 8x plus 3. Now, this is a step. This next step, I'm going to do this next step instead of calling on somebody because people often miss this step and make it harder. But if there are like terms, you should collect them first. These are like terms. You should combine them, put them together, collect them. You don't move them. We don't change any signs. You want to put them together because they're on the same side. All right, Marie, what would be my next step? We have two choices.
Subtract 8x.
All right, subtract our 8x. So I have 4x minus 13 is greater than or equal to 3, and I'm to my upside down part, which means I called on those people before. So now I'll mix it all up. So you may get called on again. Pile that in there. All right, Evan, what is my next step?
Add the 13.
Add 13. So I have 4x is greater than or equal to 16. Jack, my last step.
Divide by 4.
Divide by 4. And x is greater than or equal to 4. I think I just have two questions on this. Okay, question on that one? Okay, this next one, something different's going to happen. So I'm going to go through this one totally myself. So I'm going to distribute first, get rid of parentheses. So 12x plus 18 is less than or equal to. This is my distribution. Do not add 42 and 6. 42 comes down, and then I distribute, plus 12x minus 24. Collect your like terms on the right side. When I go to move my x, it cancels on the right as we planned, but it also cancels on the left side. And we end up with a statement that says 18 is less than or equal to 18. When this happens, when your variables drop out and you get the statement, you have to ask yourself, is this true or is this false? Because that's going to determine what our answer is going to be. Our answer is not true or false, but you got to know if it's true or false to determine the answer. So is that true or false? How many say true? How many say false? We have some of both here, so let's discuss this. Do you know what the word or means? Like if I said, Connor, I'm going to give you $5 or a cookie. If I gave you $5, did I lie?
No.
If I gave you a cookie, did I lie? No. If I gave him one of those things, it's true. So when this says 18 is less than or equal to 18, it's saying two things. It's saying 18 is less than 18, which is not true. But 18 is equal to 18? Yeah, that's true. So this is a true statement. Okay, this is true. And again, you have to determine that first. Then that tells us our answer. Our answer then is all real numbers, which you could just write as capital R, like we did with equations. We did this already. What's my answer if it's false? What's my answer if it's a false statement? Do you remember? We did it. Will?
No solution.
It is no solution, which is just our circle with the line through it. All right. So we did these kind with equations too. It's just been a while. So if I get a true statement, my answer is going to be all real numbers. Every single number will work. If my statement is not true, a not true statement, a couple of examples. 2 is less than -5. No, it's not. 0 is greater than -10. No, it's not. Okay, so something like that, false statement. All right, my last question. I need an LCD. What is it? What is it? Connor, what is it?
12.
It is 12. So let's talk about finding our LCD. You always go to your biggest number. And then you just ask, does 2 go into 6? Yeah. Does 3 go into 6? Yeah. Does 4 go into 6? No. So then I count by 6s. I go to 12. Does 2 go into 12? Yes. Does 3 go into 12? Yes. Does 4 go into 12? Yes. 12 is the LCD. So everything times 12. Now I'm going to show you 2 ways to do this, but let me get through the first way. So my 2 cancels, divides into 12 6 times. That's why we're doing this, to cancel out the denominators. And I'm left with 6 times 1x, or 6x. Plus 3 goes into 12 4 times. And I'm left with my 4 times 2, which is 8, is less than. 4 cancels, divides into 12 3 times, and I'm left with 3 times 3x, which is 9x, minus 6 cancels, goes into 12 2 times, and I have 10. Let me finish this out, and then I'll talk about the other way of doing that. So we're going to first subtract our 9x. And I have -3x plus 8 is less than -10. Anna Eckelkamp, what is my next step then?
Minus the 8.
Minus the 8. So -3x is less than -18. And Carol, my last step.
Divide by -3.
Divide by -3. Ding, ding, ding. She said divide by negative. So we are switching the direction of the inequality symbol. So it's in that last step. If you divide by a negative, you're going to switch it. Okay. I'm going to show you another way of doing this, if this is complicated for you. When we did this first semester, we went to rational expressions, and you had to do it this way. There was no choice. When they're numbers, though, you have a choice. So I'm going to make sure you understand. You can not cancel at all. You can find your LCD, which is 12, write it down on every term, and then just take 12 times 1/2, which is 6, and 12 times 2/3, which is 8, and 12 times 3/4, which is 9, and 12 times 5/6, which is 10. It is more work, especially if you're using your calculator, because you've got all those keystrokes you got to put in. Canceling is much easier, but that is a possibility. Okay? All right, some questions.